Namo Adida Pha. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The second mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, social injustice, stealing, and oppression, I vow to cultivate loving kindness and learned ways to work for the well-being of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I will practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. I'm determined not to steal and not to possess anything that should belong to others. I will respect the property of others, but I will prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other species on earth. For our Dharma lesson, we've been reading Ajahn Munindo's book, Unexpected Freedom. We're continuing in chapter 2 with a section called Faulty Will. Many of us start meditating with a faculty of will that is not doing its job properly. In trying so hard and for so long to willfully fix ourselves up, we have abused the very faculty of will. If you abuse alcohol for a period of years and become an alcoholic, you can never again have a social drink. In our case, we have overused the will. Now we can't help but habitually overdo it and interfere with everything that happens. We often feel unable to simply receive a situation and gently apply will to direct and guide attention. If we find something we think is wrong, we tend to automatically slam an opinion on it, that it shouldn't be this way, and then we set about willfully trying to fix it. For those of us who suffer this dysfunction, engaging the will as the primary tool of meditative effort just doesn't work. Whereas if we disengage from willing and abide in a mode of trusting in that which already exists, trusting in reality and truth, if we simply stop our compulsive interfering, then an accurate and conscious appreciation of that which already exists will reveal itself. If you follow a path of practice that is goal-oriented, you can expect to have a clear concept of what you should be doing and where you should be going. There will be appropriate actions to take for any obstacles that you might encounter. But if your path of practice is source-oriented, it's not like this at all. Here you come to sit in meditation, and you might begin by checking body posture, making sure the back is upright, and the head is resting comfortably on the shoulders, chest open, belly at ease. And then you sit there, bringing into awareness the sense that you don't know what you are doing. You simply don't know. All you know is that you're sitting there, and there may be times when you can't even be sure of that. You don't hang on to anything, but you do pay attention to watching the tendency of the mind to want to fix things. You focus interest on the movement of the mind towards taking sides, either for or against. Usually when I sit in meditation, I do nothing. I assume a conscious posture and simply observe what's happening. Maybe the mind is all over the place, thinking about the licorice I had the other night at somebody's house, or about how it's a pity the sun has gone in, or about how I will be in Beijing this time next week, or about how the monks at Harnham sent an email asking whether they should use gloss paint for the doors in the monastery kitchen, and so on. Such thoughts might be going through my head. They're nonsense, but I do nothing with them. Absolutely nothing, until I start to feel a little bit uncomfortable. And then I watch to see where that discomfort is coming from. It's always coming from the same place. I shouldn't be this way. I should be My mind should be clear. I shouldn't be. Once this movement is identified, a settling occurs. When we identify that which takes us away from our natural feeling of centeredness, we come home. This is not the same kind of effort one would be making in goal-seeking practice. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Namo Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.